Alright guys, welcome back. In this lesson we're going to be going over primitive data types and variables in C#. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and create a new project. We're going to bring up our console app. Next, we're going to call this data types. And we're going to create. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and create our first variable. We're going to say int age equals 20. So what we're doing here is we're taking the value 20, we're assigning it to a variable named called age. Now you might notice a green underline under age. All that means is that the value is created and assigned, but it's never used. So let's go ahead and print that to the console. So we're going to write console.writeLine and age, no parentheses. And we want our console to stay up. So we're going to do console.read. And we're going to go ahead and give that a run. And as you can see, our variable age is printed on the console. And it has the correct value that we assigned to it, 20. And there will be times when you need to reassign the value of a variable, and that can easily be done by just calling the variable and giving it its new value. So we can say age equals 30, and let's run that. And as expected, you can see age equals 30, the new value has been assigned. So pretty simple there. So far we've only been dealing with one data type. We've been dealing with the int. But there are quite a few more in C#. For an example, we can do strings. String hello equals hello world. And notice how the strings are written in quotes. And there are also bools, which represent variables that are true or false. So bool, say we were going to check something, check equals true. And we're going to get more into that as we move along. So let's go ahead and print that out and just see what those look like. So we're going to go console, WriteLine, hello. And we're going to do the same thing for our bool, which we call check. So that's the printout we expected. Our variable age 30, our string hello world, and our bool, which is true. Exit out of there. So I want to show you guys some other primitive data types. And as you can see, there's quite a few. We should be familiar with integer, as we were just using it for our age variable. An integer represents a value of -2 billion to roughly +2 billion. As you can see, they go down U short, S short, S byte, and a byte. as you come down, there are variables for floats, doubles, characters, which represents a single character, bools, which we used for our check variable, and strings, which we wrote our hello world in. There's also primitive data types for dates and times, and we will be using that more and more as we get through the course. Now, you might ask yourself, how do I know which primitive data type to use for my variable? And the answer is you want to use the smallest data type possible, but also being mindful of how large your variable can grow. As you can see, each primitive data type has a certain amount of memory allocated to it when it's declared. So a byte has 8 bits and an integer has 32. All right, I think that's a good stopping spot for us. I'm going to leave the link to this site in the description. I think a good thing for you guys to do is just kind of go through, learn about the different variable types, go back to Visual Studios, kind of play around with them, see what you get, and I'll see you in the next video.